Hello YouTube, Jedamon 2005 here with a review of the Kaitou Sentai Lupinranger vs. Keisatsu Sentai Patranger Renketsu Henshin DX X-Changer. So this is the changer used by X, by Noel, who is both Lupin X and Patranger X. And he is, I guess you could say, our 6th Ranger, even though he's the 7th one, and I guess the 4th member of each team, because that's how this show works. He has 2 modes, the silver colored Lupin X and gold colored Patranger X, which gives him 2 different trains you can see up here. X-Train Gold and X-Train Silver. Put them together, you get the X-Changer, which has 2 modes, one for each form. You can see the show logo over here, VS. Vehicle series logo here, right? Renketsu Henshin DX X-Changer. It's got sounds. This side shows Patranger X with X-Emperor Gunner, the combination of this toy and X-Train's Fire and Thunder. And this side shows Lupin X with X-Emperor / the combination of this toy, X-Train Fire and X-Train Thunder. On the back, you see the 2 trains, and it shows you, plus these 2, you can get both of these X-Emperors. You can use the trains with your VS Changer. And then 2 modes for transformation. You can summon the X-Train Gold, make X-Emperor, X-Train Gold, X-Emperor, and then if you combine all the trains plus Trigger Machine, Ichigo, Nigo, Sango, plus Red, Blue, and Yellow Doubt Fighters, plus Good Striker, you get Good, Cool, Kaiser VSX. Right there. And then the bottom is just the words. So let's move this out the way, some kind of way. This is the changer, right? I've currently got it in the the Lupinranger mode. Let's tilt this down a little bit just to make this easier on us. And so you can see X-Train Silver is a bullet train, right? The Shinkansen. And then X-Train Gold is a steam locomotive, right? Patranger symbol right there. Lupinranger symbol on this one. X's on it, right? X right there. X on the front of the steam engine. Right? Pull the trigger, and I get gun sounds. This button will activate the handle. Right? When it's flat, it assumes it's in train mode, and we'll show why after we separate them. And then if I put it back, it'll reset it to just a basic gun, and then you can redo, whatever, do whatever you're going to do with it after. To transform, right, since we're in the Lupin mode, if I want to transform into Lupin, I'm going to click it twice. If I wanted to just do the Patranger, I'm going to do it, I would do once. Okay. So this will X-Nize. We hear train noises. Kaitou X-Change. Lupin X. Right? And now it's making train sounds. Okay, so. Alright, let's click it here, so. Alright. So X-Nize, if I do it like that, it's going to do nothing. So let me twist it twice now this way. We don't want that. Keisatsu Exchange. So it's a little different sounding voice, right? It's a little policey, authoritative. Patranger X. Right, so there's that. And now we have a different train sound, right? First we have bullet train sounds, now we got steam train sounds. So that's pretty neat. If I reset it to a gun, it's the same Same gun noises, right? So let's transform again. Once we're transformed, we can summon the trains. It's a process. We have to go through it. There's no way around it. So now I'm gonna, since I want to summon X-Train Gold, I'm gonna click it twice again. Right, because once we're just Kaitou. Trains. Keisatsu X got time. Alright, so now we're gonna make X Emperor Gunner. Good. X Emperor Gunner. So now we're gonna Kaitou exchange in order to summon the other train. Alright, so if we're Lupinranger, we want to summon the trains. Pretty much the same sound. X Emperor Slash now. Okay, now. Right, so it takes us back to Kaitou Exchange if we do it twice again. So, now we're going to separate them out and let this play. We're going to separate into the trains. We're just going to pull it apart. All right, like this. And there we go. All right, so now what I'm going to do, I've got this. This is the X-Train Silver. There are wheels on it. It can roll. I'm going to take this one, and if I rotate it up, twist the gun around, and lay it flat, I now have X-Train Gold. See, so now that it's flat, now we got train noises. All right. Okay. So now I've got 2 trains right here. And you can see this one kind of looks like a dial fighter, but it doesn't actually turn. And I can separate trains. The front's off, right? And so now I can take my BS changer, right? What a BS changer. I like to call it a BS changer because, you know, it's funnier to me. Now, on the bottom, where the wheels are, if you take a good look, it's the same rails. They both have number 016. Okay, so the same sound is going to come out no matter what we use. All right. All right. So it doesn't even do any kind of a summon noise, right? And just for effect, be quick, right? Same thing. Right? Nothing to say if it's a Lupinranger or a Patranger. Same deal, right? Same rails, same deal. So that's what you get with that. Let's get you put away, sir. We'll go ahead and connect these back, right, to their respectful pieces. Now, you might notice that this looks different than the one on the show, and that's because there's no cover here, right? When they combine, right? So which we'll look at in another video. But basically, one goes through the other, right? It makes an X. That's the whole bit. On the show, a little door pulls to the side on both ends, and that's what opens this compartment for one train to slide through the other. They didn't put a little door, I guess because there was no real easy way to do that that they thought of, so they didn't put a door. So we just got this giant gaping hole in the middle of X-Train Gold. So that's a thing we have to live with, right? We can complain about it. We cannot like it. It's not going to change it. So we may as well just ignore it and go home. So let's go ahead. We're going to snap this back together, right? We're going to twist this over. And pretty much what happens is there's, I'm going to turn this, right? Basically, it's an arm joint. All right. Snap it in, and then I'm going to do the same thing on this side. All right. Fold this arm joint up, and they just clip together. Boom, boom. Oh, too far. It will fold at a 90-degree angle. Right? Which does the same thing as train noises. But this is the gun angle we want, right? So it's an actual gun. So that is the X-Changer. Right? I can't think of anything else to do with this by itself. So that's going to be about it for this. I like it well enough, right? I mean, obviously, you know, it's a 6th Ranger changer, right? We get these a lot. Let's see if I can make it stand better with the loop inside out. Where they don't have, they don't have the same stuff in them as, okay, it's not going to stand no matter what the hell I do to it. They don't have the same stuff in it as the main Ranger's changer, and so they're just kind of there. But they do enough to get by. And that's kind of what this does, I feel. It does enough to get by, right? It's got sounds for both modes. It's 2 trains, which is kind of neat. I do like trains. It is a pretty cool idea, right? Him being on both teams. So they're pretty much just letting it play off of that. It does very little else. But it's pretty neat. And if you want to get all the VS vehicles and be able to do things like Good Cool Kaiser VSX, you'll need to buy this, right? Because you got to get gold and silver trains. So yeah, that's pretty much it. Until next time, we're gonna do the X trains either in 1 or 2 vehicles because I really haven't videos. I haven't decided that yet. Still, check out the podcast, GarageRambles.com, bringing you the latest Toku news in the craziest way possible. As always, thumbs up, comment, subscribe. See you guys next time. Bye.